Hi, I'm Bob, and I'm here to help you install your windshield today. This is the A1A mounting hardware. It's used on the Enterprise, the Spirit, and the Hellfire Shield series. This is the A1A mount kit. It includes two A1 rods, two handlebar clamps that are adjustable to 7/8 inch and 1 inch, two caps, two barrels, two spacer washers, two lower mount clamps, two T-knobs, and an Allen wrench. First thing we want to do to start is to place the upper mount brackets on the windshield. We do that by placing the rubber spacer washer over the cap and inserting it through the front of the windshield. We then take the upper rod, we slide the barrel through it, locking the top of the barrel on the ball of the rod, and then screw it against the cap tightly and snugly against the windshield. Once you've got the upper mounts on, press your palm against the front and give it a good twist at the end. There should be resistance in the rod. Once you're done at that point, you'll take the shield over to the bike, you'll situate it over the headlight and by the handlebars to see where you need to place your handlebar clamps. Once we see approximately where the handlebar clamps need to be placed, then we will go get the handlebar clamps, disassemble them, and then reassemble them on the bars. There's no exact placement for the clamp. We designed the clamp so it can be done at quite a few different angles. It can be twisted, barrels can be turned, it can be slid up, down. It all depends on what type of handlebar and kind of motorcycle you have. So there's full adjustability on the clamp. The way it's mounted now is barrel set up behind. It can also be set up and flipped around so the barrel's on the front of the bike. All the tools to mount the shield come included with the kit. However, a wrench or a pliers might be helpful, especially for the final tightening process. When placing the handlebar clamps and the lower fork clamps on the motorcycle, do not tighten them at this point. Wait until the shield is on and positioned correctly before all the final tightening is done. Now that the clamps are positioned approximately where you need them, you can take the shield, slide the rods through the clamp barrels, and tighten them with the T-knobs. At this point, we're ready to put on the lower mount clamp. It's a two-piece clamp with a male and female end and a rubber spacer. You'll need to spread the female clamp out so that it allows you to put it around the fork tube. One simple tip to help with the ease of installation on the lower clamp is to get some electrician's tape and put it around the rubber gasket to hold it in place while placing the clamp. Once the female clamp is in place, take the male clamp, slide it underneath the female clamp, and hook it into the nearest slot. There should be resistance between the male and female. Once it's in place, put the bolt through, put on the flat washer, the lock washer, and the nut. The female clamp has 4 different slots in it, which can be used with the male clamp to adjust to different fork diameters. Okay, now we're to the point where we need to slide the lower mount clamp down and line it up with the grommet. Once you get it lined up, you can put the bolt through and affix it to the lower clamp with your flat washer, lock washer, and nut. Okay, at this point, remember, we left everything loose, so now it's time to tighten everything up. First, adjust the shield so it's centered and at the proper angle in which you want it at. Then, tighten the bottom mounts first, and then work your way up. Okay, everything's tight, ready to ride. Just remember though, after 100 miles or your first tank of gas, check all the nuts and bolts to make sure vibration hasn't loosened them. Ride safely. Thanks for watching. Hi, after your shield's all on, you're out riding, get a few bugs on it, you can clean it all up with the Slipstreamer Motorcycle Windshield Cleaner Polish. And remember, it's just as important on what you wipe it off with. Only use 100% cotton cloth or a microfiber towel. I tell you what we use here in the shop, baby diapers. Nothing works better.